Okay, so I'm going to show you how to kind of get started with making a rubric for your course. You can make a rubric for your course, but you can also make them for individual assignments. But the ones you make for your course are ones that are sort of stored, so these might be ones that you would use over and over again. And this is a little bit of a work in progress, and I'll explain why that is. And some of you might have some suggestions for how to sort of streamline this process and move it along. So I'm going to go back to my home page so you can kind of see where we get started. But I'm going to first off click on my outcomes. And outcomes are going to be your standards. So I want to show you two things here. First off, the work in progress is finding standards. So we'll have standards linked to our account, and right now we have ones with the Northland Innovation Center. And so I experimented with this a little bit, and I started putting some in. And so I was linking these to our overarching standards document, and then using some of our existing strategies to sort of write these up. However, I had to do this in an admin account. So this is why this is kind of work in progress. But as you can see, I was able to set up what this would look like with a 4-3-2-1. And once I set this up in the master document, all SAGE staff can access this. One thing we're working on right now is being able to import existing standards from state standards. There's a little bit of a challenge with that though, because you cannot currently change your scoring on this. So it comes in with a default 5-3-0. And we're currently kind of working on seeing if there's a way to get Canvas to help us be able to edit the rubric, even though we're not editing that standard. So kind of a long-term goal is we will work on developing some SAGE outcomes that we can all use as a staff, but that's a work in progress. You can also write your own outcomes. So if you have some that you know maybe you want to use for your unit study course and you just want to write them so they're always in there and you can set up a rubric, you can do that. So you would go ahead and you could put in your outcome. You would give a basic description of what it is, and then you set your criterion down here. And each one of these you edit. So you can put your marker here, your score here, and then when you're done you hit OK. And right here is where you actually talk about what you would want that criteria to look like. So you may maybe capitalize the overarching standard, and then what it looks like you might leave it in regular font. Every time you change one, you do want to hit OK, because if you don't hit OK, it will not save that change. And then if you want to do like a 4-3-2-1, as you can see, this is a, oops, I didn't mean to delete it. As you can see, this is a 5-3-0. So I can just insert these here. And then as I edit, this could be 4, this could be 3, this could be 2, and this could be 1. And then when I talked with Sean, he said he thinks what makes the most sense for our staff is to use the decaying average. There's actually a lot of different types of methods that you could pick from, but he says he thought the decaying average made the most sense for SAGE. So you can make these outcomes, and once you do so, you can use your outcomes to build rubrics.